Hello and good morning, friends of Sudoku. Welcome to the New York Times Hard Sudoku Puzzle. Today is Sunday, it's March, it's the 10th, and it's the year of 2024. What a strange looking grid up here. Couple of twos blocking here, right? So here's a two blocks down, over. One of these is going to be a two blocking over. This is two blocks over, twos here, block here and here. So a 2 go in this very empty looking box number 7. We have a 9 blocking this way, so one of these must be a 9 blocking that way. So that gives us a 9 here. 3 squares missing here, 3, 4, and a 6. We have a 4 blocking here, we have a 4 blocking here, so here's a 4. 3 and 6 here now, therefore a 5 and a 7 here. The 7 blocks over, giving me 1 5 here and 1 7 here. 5 blocks up and over. One of these is a 5 blocking down, 5 blocks down, 5 blocks over. We are going to have a 5 here or here. We have a 2 7 here. We have a 2 7 here. 2 and 7 must go up here somewhere. Anything else? Here's an easy 8. Goes here, right? 1 3 6 here. 6 blocks both of these squares. So here's a 6. Here's a 3. Now a 1 and a 3 for these two squares. The 1 blocks over. Here's a 3. Here's a 1. 3 blocks over. We have ourselves a 3 here. 7 blocks up. Here's a 7. And here is finally an 8 to complete the box. So a 3 and a 6 here, a 3 and a 6 here, 3 and 6 go here somewhere. And in the row, we also need a 7 and a 5. Can't do anything with that at the moment, so I won't. We also have a 1 8 here and a 1 8 here. So 1 and 8 go in two of these squares. There's something strange going on with all these pairs. And that makes me focus on this square. It must be a 9 because all other numbers are pointing to this square. We can easily check this by counting. Sorry, Julian. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. See, it's a 9. Yeah, it's a 9. And therefore, we know that these must be a 7, 5, and a 2. And these are 9 and a 6. The 6 blocks over, so here's a 9, and here's a 6. These I don't think I can solve. They have to be a 1, 3, and a 5. No, I can't solve them yet. Another pair. I don't think I mentioned this pair before. 4 and 9 go up here. The way I think about this is that if we have a 4 and a 9 here, and we have a 4 and a 9 here, 4 and a 9 must go in two of these three squares. That being established, I now wonder what are the two other numbers necessary for the row, and they have to be a 2 and a 5. So a 2 and a 5 block here already, so this is definitely a 4 or a 9. But I also know that one of these here can be a 2 or a 5. So it doesn't really help me, but it does make everything seem a little more transparent. Anyway, that's how I choose to look at a puzzle. I'm also keeping an eye on the 1/8 and especially the 8 for column 9 because an 8 must go either here or here. All other squares in this column are blocked by 8s. 8 here, 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 and here. And the ones are almost similarly blocked. We can have a 1 here, here, and here. And talking about the 8s makes me look at this row here. We need to find a 1, 3, 5, 8. We have a 1, 3, and a 5 blocking here, so this has got to be an 8. This 8 blocks up, this 8 blocks down, this 8 blocks across, so we have an 8 here. Maybe that will help with the 9s. No, not yet. A 9 can go here or here. So back to this row here, 1, 3, 5 still missing. 1, 5 blocking here. So here's a 3. 1 and 5 here. I'm interested in this square because this square, well, these 3 squares must be a 1, 3, and a 5. And we have a 5 here. So this is a 1, 3. I think we can agree on that. The same numbers that are blocking this square are also blocking this square. You can check this by doing another count. It could be a 1, but not a 2. It could be a 3, but not a 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. So we got 1, 3 here and 1, 3 here. And this, ladies and gentlemen, I think solves the puzzle. Because now none of these can be a 1. We're going to have a 1 here or here blocking across. Okay? So since this square therefore can't be a 1, and this can't be a 1 because we have got 1 either here or here, and this square can't be a 1, it follows that this must be a 1. Now we have 3 empty squares to deal with in column 3, and they must be a 3, 9, and a 6. Again, a 3, 9, and a 6. And again, I'm stuck with those. What's up with that? That is so weird. So I think it feels as if the ones are the key to this puzzle. One must go here or here because we established that one of these is a 1. The 9s. We can have a 9 here or here. 1, 9, 2. 1, 2, 9. 2. We have to do some counting, I'm afraid. Let's try and keep track of what's happening here. This square can only be a 2, 5, or a 9. This square can only be a 1 or a 2. This cannot be a 1, 2, or a 9. This cannot be a 1, 2, or a 9. This square here is interesting because it can also only be a 2 or a 9. It cannot be a 1 because a 1 must go here or here. It could be a 2, but not a 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So a 2 and a 9 here. And down here, almost the same restrictions. It can be a 1, but not a 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So look at this. Here and here and here. We have a triple. Here it's a 1, 9. Here it's a 2, 9. Here it's a 1, 2. So now we have to figure out what the remaining 3 squares must be, and they seem to have to be a 3, 5, and a 6. Because these are 1, 2, 9, 3, 5, 6. Here's a 3, 6. Aha, here's a 5. Finally, something is happening. The 5 blocks down and across. Here is a 5. Now a 4 blocks up here. So one of these is a 4 blocking across. Now we know that one of these must be a 4. And so what you may ask, and I'm asking myself the same. But this is now a 3, 6, it seems. And this is a 3, 6. But now let's look over here. We took away the 5, didn't we? What else is left in row 1? A 2 and a 4 and a 9. We have a 4 and a 9 blocking here, so this is a 2. Now a 4 and a 9 here. The 9 blocks up, so here's a 4 and here is a 9. Things are happening. Things are really happening. Here's a 4. Now a 3 and a 6 here. 6 blocks here, so here's a 3, here's a 6. And now we have a 3 here. What are these? They are 6 and a 9. Therefore, these are a 4 and 3. The 3 blocks down, here's a 4, here's a 3. 4 blocks over, 4 blocks down and down. We know this cannot be a 4, it's a 1, 5. Therefore, a 4 goes in the corner. Here, a 5 and a 7. 5 blocks over, 7 must go here and 5 must go here. And here, a 6 and a 7. 6 blocks up, 7 here, 6 here. 7 blocks down, down. So here's a 7. 7 blocks across and down and down. A 7 must go here. The last number here must be an 8, and these must be a 2 and a 1. Let's see where they go. We also have 2 here or here. Still a 1 and a 5 here and a 1 and a 5 here. This is also a 1 or a 5, but the 5 blocks over, giving me a 1 here, 5 here, 1 here. Now the 5 blocks here, so here goes a 5, goes a 3. 3 blocks over and down, 3 here. 9 and 6. 6 finally gives me a 9 here and a 6 here and here and here, therefore a 9. 1 and 8. 8 blocks down, here's a 1, here's an 8. Now we have a 1 here and a 2 here and a 2 here and finally a 9 here. And that's it for today's New York Times Heart Puzzle. Thank you for watching and bye for now.